let's talk about like the original OG innovator. There's actually a new book about him that just came out that like really clarifies this like growth journey. And it's Steve Jobs. Like people talk about like, oh, he was a jerk and mean and like, yeah, like throughout his life, even towards the end, he was very direct and candid. But people don't realize like when he was exiled from Apple, like he was not the Steve Jobs that we all like know and love that like turned around Apple. He wasn't the legend yet. His life is like a 3-act play. You can't make this up, right? He's 30 years old. So like when I hear that story and I'm like 32, I'm like, I'm just imagining being like the CEO of like a multi-billion-dollar company at my age and like being like, I'm not ready. And he wasn't either.
Mm-hmm.
And but like there's a lot of parallels. Like he was candid to the point of making people feel small. Like you could be candid while being respectful, and he learned that. In the book's called The Lost Chapter, where it talks about his like the 12 years between him and coming back to Apple, where like he made so many mistakes and he learned so much. And like by the time he came back to Apple, people were like, "Oh, this isn't the Steve like we hear about in the news stories." Like he's very articulate, he's respectful, he gives credit to his team members and like ownership to his team members, and he like develops his talent. And he even like is quoted to say that like he realized being the job of the CEO is like you're actually at the bottom of the hierarchy and you're working for everybody to make sure that like everyone can do their best work. And that took him 12 years to learn. And like burning like over half $100 million in his like personal wealth to learn that lesson. That was the cost of tuition for him.